I am not at the owners' meeting with Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones is there. And guess what? The rest of the NFL is there, and they are not letting cameras in the building. So I wonder what 32 billionaires are talking about this morning.
What?
Something very nefarious.
Right.
Very nefarious. See, I'm going to tell you this real quick before we get into this. We're going to let y'all know. When a bunch of people from the hood get together and have a conversation, you know what they call that? A gang meeting. Nothing good ever happens from that. I wonder what happens when billionaires come together and have conversations. What do they call that?
Illuminati meeting.
A conglomerate.
A conglomerate. What I call is a bunch of little people about to get screwed. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
But yo, man, it's
no Vaseline. You talking about getting screwed?
Thanks.
Hey, that would have been a dope drop right there for that Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I set it off. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope if you would have hit that like a little drop for that song right there.
Man.
No Vaseline.
But we'd all got copyright infringement, so it would have been good all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
Hey, but listen to me. I got some. Let's go ahead and go through this real quick. You guys already know whenever you see the three amigos of Cowboy content, man, y'all supposed to hit that star button. Hit that share button. Y'all supposed to hit that super chat button. There's 3 buttons that you can do whenever you see an independent content creator. And all 3 of them, God is so good, all 3 of them start with an S. You got to share the content. You got to hit super chat on the content. And you got to send stars on the content, man. It is the 3 S's. All right, listen to me. You are required to do one of the 3. Not all the 3, but one of the 3. If you're an average Cowboy fan, you'll do 1. If you're above average Cowboy fan, you'll do 2. Thanks. And I'm going to tell you this right now. There's these crazy ass, delusional ass Cowboy fans that swear for Jesus every year they gonna win a Super Bowl. If you are that Cowboy fan, and I ain't even gonna lie, man, I got on Cowboy t-shirt, drawers, and socks right now, and it's May. I'm the third. I'm one of the third. I'm one of the 3%. Okay. Landlord, he one of the 3%. The man got 78 Cowboy hats, 78, y'all. HTM, bro, listen to me. HTM got a job where he worked for the goddamn government, and this dude still figure out a way to do shows on his lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? We are part of the 3%. We are definitely a part of the 3%. You know what I'm saying? Some of us still trying to explain to our job why we wasn't we were sick on the same week of the draft. You know what I'm saying? A couple of us are still trying to explain that to our job. But listen to me. If you are a part of the 3%, you want to be a part of the 3%, you need to hit that share button. You need to hit that star button. You need to hit that super chat button, man. That's just what it is, man. Let's get it, man.
Also, real quick, if y'all want to participate, there's still a raffle going on. Y'all got 9 days to get y'all entries in, man. And you know what's be given away is a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice. So if you want to participate, all you got to do is send $5 to $Hennythemoor. It's floating at the bottom. You know, like I be saying, like, you know, when you a little kid and you wait and see your school gonna get called on the snow day, make sure you ain't got no school. That's what's going on at the bottom. That's where the Cash App is located. So y'all
told you that's only in the South, sir.
Sir.
I think.
You got right. You know, hey,
because they going to school in the snow up there. You know,
hey man, I'm gonna tell you, California is different, man. I tried to listen to me. California is different, man. I tried to give a $5 to a homeless man the other day. He asked me if I had Cash App, bro. So California is different.
You got a
homeless man was like, man, you think you can Cash App me?
Like, now you an advanced homeless man. Like, first and foremost, like, how do you have Wi-Fi?
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you when all the drug dealers stop taking cash, man, everybody in the hood had to upgrade, bro.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that meme when it was like a homeless man asked him? He was like, he tried to pay for the homeless man food, and he was like, the card declined, and the homeless man was like, hey man, just come sit right here. Somebody gonna look out for us.
He said, come sit right here. Somebody gonna look out for us.
He said, you broke too. We need you. We need some help.
We need to work together.
But yeah, man, let's get it, man. So what's going on in the Cowboy world with y'all, man?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since y'all say I'm the one BS, and I need to ask y'all, goddamn me, what the hell did I wake up to Twitters? And listen to me, man. This whole weekend, man, the Dallas Cowboys, I feel like the Cowboys social media department is just like, Are they off this weekend or what? Are like the Dallas Cowboys social media police, are they off, or is there a new regime? Because Dallas Cowboy players are definitely online and they are definitely on Twitter talking and doing all types of, different type of interactions that we have never really seen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, this is a content creator's haven right now, because there's just so much different things, that are not Jerry Jones related that are happening, that are coming out in the world, that are coming out. I think the biggest thing that I've seen in the last couple of days was Stephen Jones kind of making references to guys that are going to get paid. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I kind of thought Jesus was coming back right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I heard that, I instantly dropped to the Lord, dropped to the ground, and just start repenting. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just some stuff in life that you hear, you just gotta know he on his way back when you hear stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never heard Stephen Jones willingly. Jerry Jones is grandpa. You know what I'm saying? My grandpa tell me all the time, when he go up to heaven, he giving all it to the kids, and the kids ain't never gonna have to worry about nothing in life. I say, thank you, grandpa. But this younger generation, Stephen Jones, the one that slicked their hair back, bro, they think they live forever. So since we think younger generation, we think we live forever, why should I be in a rush to pay someone and lock you in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for him to say something like that, man, mentioning those names, Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, possible Micah Parsons, things like that, I was very, very impressed, man. I was very, very, very impressed.
Yeah, just so happened me and HTM did a show talking about it the other day. And, they're going to have to pay what they weigh. That's all I'm saying. Like, we got top tier players in the football league, and we got to pay them. If you want to keep them, you got to pay them. And I don't want the nation to turn their back on them people once they, once they get their money.
Right. And listen, man, we're not talking about Rudy Poo guys or guys that we got in bargain shopping, because they cheap. They like shopping at JC Penney and shopping at TJ Maxx and stuff like that. These are all pro players we gotta pay, man. Like CeeDee Lamb is an all pro wide receiver. Trayvon Diggs is an all pro corner, right? Michael Parsons is an all pro pass rusher. So with that said, like, we got good problems to have, because we could be trying to find ways to pay guys that aren't worth a quarter, but we got a bunch of good talented players that are still young on our team, and we need to be trying to find a way to keep them together. And like me and Landlord talked about, the math say you can do it. Like, it's not that hard, because when you factor in the fact that Dallas Cowboys will get an additional $10 million on June the 2nd from the Ezekiel Elliott contract, and then you also factor in giving Dak Prescott an extension will free up between $26.2 million and $39 million, depending on how the contract is structured, then we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a matter of if you got the money. It's like you go do the right thing, like Spike Lee.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let's just set the premise straight so we all know. The Dallas Cowboys don't ever write a contract, will never write a contract that does not benefit them. They may act like they're screwed today, but in the back of their head, they're giggling. You know what I'm saying? They're giggling.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't ever, like, Cowboy fans, Dak Prescott was the highest paid quarterback who wore Adidas for like an hour. Then he switched to Jordans. As soon as he switched to Jordans, somebody else got paid. And think about this. The Cowboys, they probably started a 2-year propaganda machine on why they felt they didn't have to pay Dak then or right then, right? To then only have him being the highest paid quarterback for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I remember Kanye West said this on an interview. He said, like, the disrespect to artists, right? He's like, I'll put 11 months, 12 months, Kanye, you talking 12 months into a project. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll listen to it, and in 4 songs, you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wes, you can't see the
Huh?
I'm talking about he can't see it good on the phone.
He can't see the private chat. You don't want to say it online, do you?
I don't want to say it yet.
I'm gonna text West Coast. He still won't be able to see it. It doesn't matter. We'll stay online after this is over. We'll tell you
how to chop it up.
We'll have to chop it up.
We kind of got some decent news going on.
Hey, no, what the hell you mean? That ain't no decent news, bro. That ain't no freaking decent news, man. That's some ground-shaking, ground-breaking news. What you talking about, bro? You better go ahead and announce that. Listen to me, man.
No.
You can't announce it. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna announce it. I'm not gonna announce it, but I will say this because it's not snitching unless you point. Blank is setting up a time for an interview with us right now for Wednesday.
Okay.
Blank. There's an NFL player who plays for the Dallas Cowboys. I will give you guys a couple tips. First tip, he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. Second tip, and this is the one that's going to help you out the most. He has a first name and a last name.
Facts.
I want to know right now. We're trying to set up a conversation with him. You know, we don't interview. We just kind of chit chat with it. Try to answer a couple and incriminating questions. I hope and see if we can get some Vlad interview content out. But we got someone that's possibly tapping in. I want to put it in the comment box. Which Dallas Cowboy player with a first name and a last name?
The key is with the first and the last name.
It's first and last name? So he just don't got a first name.
He got two names.
He got two names.
He got two names.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get that.
And not only is he a part of the Dallas Cowboys, he plays football.
You didn't give him 3 tips. Now, come on, man.
I might be talking too much.
You're doing too much, man.
We'll see how
you're doing too much.
Listen. I know. I got a clue that's gonna put it over the edge. When he plays football, he wears a helmet.
No, that's too much right now.
Not a helmet. But another clue though. Can I ask a clue for 500?
Sure.
That's good.
Does he wear shoulder pads though?
Man, I don't know how you knew, man. Oh my God.
This boy must be a psychic. You know what I'm saying?
Tupac with the Mohawk said he played football too.
So your 5 clues is he played for the Cowboys. He got a first and last name.
Thanks.
He wear a helmet, a shoulder pads, and what was the other one? It was a 5. Was it 5?
He wear cleats too, though. I'll give you that.
And he wear cleats.
You wear cleats too. Hey, it's up, y'all. Just know it's up. We on our way. We got some brewing for y'all. That's what time is.
And once we get confirmation, we will announce it at that point.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all support, man. This is why y'all got to support, man. We trying to do big things. We can't sway people this way if we don't have a number. So y'all got to make sure y'all like and share, man.
My boy Shane Berger, he is a loyal Cowboy fan. Shane, I'm gonna do this for you because you've been supporting me for a long time. He's asking a question. He says, does he have a number? Now, Shane, I need you to be exact. Are you talking about on the front of the jersey or on the back?
Of the jersey. I can tell you some numbers.
Look, this a clue without being a clue.
Go ahead.
He does have a star on his helmet.
That narrows it. Hey, that's a good question though, because
that do narrow it down because
that narrows it down to 101 players. Because there's only 101 people in the world with a star on their head right now.
The rookies don't have a star, so just keep that in mind.
Oh man,
that's why. Look, that's a clue without being a clue.
Right.
Yeah, and I think the police didn't give Landlord a cigarette. We need to get him about this interrogation real quick.
He give a little bit too much. Next thing you know, he gonna give out his exact number.
Yeah, man. Hey, Landlord, man, listen, man, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but y'all said you got the number 6 or you got the number 5 at rallies. But hey, man, let's give them some content, man. Let's give them what they came for. Let's give them what they paid for. Let's give them what they are paying for. Because they paying for this content with their battery charge right now. So let's give it to them, man.
First, I want to apologize. That was just some random news that kind of got us a little off track, but it's good news though. So
great news,
guys. Hey, it's great news too, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all, bro. I'm proud of y'all, bro. I ain't gonna discredit y'all by calling y'all youngsters or younger, but man, I'm freaking proud of you guys. You have turned both of you guys are two guys that when I'm not doing content, I watch both y'all content, and that's how y'all know I'm not really disappeared like I be saying I do. You know what I'm saying? So let's hey, so let's rank these dudes. Who gets paid first?
Well, mathematically, if you want to get the everything done, you should pay Prescott first, because that clears out the biggest chunk of money. Because when you think about it, you save in between 26.2 and $39 million by giving Dak Prescott an extension. So instead of him having to play on a $59.4 million contract next year, an extension will knock that down to 20-something million, $30 million, right? So you'll free up space. Then people be forgetting the Dallas Cowboys currently got money right now. Like they're gonna have roughly $28 million going into the season.
Yeah, because you can't stop. It's crazy because what the Cowboys are really talking about is, do they have extra money? Because they have money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Jerry Jones reminds me of my mom. I used to always say Jerry Jones reminds me of a black single mother, but people get all in their feelings when I say that. So I'll just say Jerry Jones does kind of remind me of a black single mother. But you know how you ask your mom, be like, Mom, can I get $20 for such and such? And she be like, I ain't got that. And then she walk in with Panda Express. You be like, Mama, I thought you said you had no money. She said, no, I had no money for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's how Jerry is. Like, he
That's how
doesn't
you
really.
get smacked too. That's how you get smacked. Cause you questioning her pocket. She told you she ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? Mama, I thought you ain't. Why shut up talking to me? You know what I'm saying? You up there questioning, checking up on me.
Pocket watching now, boy.
Yeah.
Facts. So I mean,
So he
that's
right about the Dak though. Like he right about Dak being the one, because I think his market is gonna be going too crazy. You know what I'm saying? His market is still going up. Who the quarterbacks coming down the pipeline after him?
Before him,
it's still some more
Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. They talk about giving Patrick Mahomes another contract to make him the highest paid
and Deshaun Watson. You got to put Deshaun Watson in there too, because I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Landlord, you just made a good point right now, and I'm gonna tell you, I think every content creator needs to change the way they think when it comes to contracts, because when we think about contracts, you know what we only do? We only think about the guys who haven't gotten one, but we never think about the guys that need to redo their contracts, who will actually become a part of this equation. So guys like Pat, it's not even about who hasn't gotten a contract. It's about who's going to get one, flat out. Because think about this, freaking like Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's on a contract, but he's in the exact same situation as Dak. So he actually needs a new contract. Unless Deshaun Watson's going to play on listen to me, Deshaun Watson's technically on a worse deal, because his is more than Dak. His is like 63. And think about this, he hasn't done anything for Cleveland.
His all guaranteed too, ain't it?
$230 million fully guaranteed.
And he hasn't done nothing, bruh. At least Dak has won you 75 games. Deshaun Watson hasn't even played a full season for them. And he's already about to be next year for a 1 year hit for $63 million. So he has to, that's another guy that's gonna have to get adjusted. Hey, I know both of you guys are looking at Michael Martin's comments. Listen, we're not doing that in 2020 and 2023. If you think Dak sucked, go put a helmet on, go throw a football, and take his job. That's what I say. Because if you think I suck, go watch film, go live, and take mine. Hell, you mean?
Yeah. Go do his job.
Yeah, go do his job, bro. Like, go do his job. We listen to me. In 2023, we don't need complainers. We need actioners. We need folks that's gonna go down there and do something. And if you can't do nothing, and guess what? If you can't do it because you can't do it, you know what you do? You can watch more film, make more videos, so Dak can watch your videos and get better. I need you to make videos on everything that he don't do good, so he can watch them.
He said he can do it better than him.
Hold on, and listen. So he know more than CD Lamb, because CD Lamb was not even happy with Cooper Rush. This man went on a press on a media run, talk about how happy he was that Prescott came back. So he talk about giving Cooper Rush the job. No, the hell you will not.
We ain't got time for him, man.
But yeah,
we know that Dak Prescott should be the one that get paid first. He unlocks a lot of stuff. He gives you a lot of room. You know what I'm saying? A lot of leeway to make other deals. So Dak should be the top priority to go and get
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you
Enumerate
this
it.
right now. If leading the league in interceptions is your only reason why Dak isn't a good quarterback, then Matthew Stafford's not a good quarterback because he led the league in interceptions in 2021 and won the Super Bowl the same year. The only reason why you don't know that is because you're not a Rams fan, but you're not really a Cowboys fan either because you don't know those things about your quarterback. I'm gonna tell you this right now: 15 interceptions is not a lot of interceptions. That's not a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, Jeremy Winston
That's
threw
not.
30 in the season.
Like that's not a lot of interceptions. And if you go look at the stats over the last 3 years, I just Googled this on my phone. Over the last 3 years, i.e., except for Patrick Mahomes, every quarterback that's won the Super Bowl in the last, I think it was 4 years, has been top 5 in interceptions. You want to know why? It's because with Tony Romo, the GOAT, said himself, if you're not throwing interceptions, you're not trying. And you got to think like this. Is this a running the ball league? No, this is not a running the ball league. This is a passing league. Think about this. Strikeouts in baseball are the highest they've ever been. You want to know why? Because people are hitting more home runs. People are actually swinging more. Babe Ruth in the same season led Major League Baseball with home runs. Wow, in the same season led Major League home in strikeouts.
And we just told you, we showed you that most of them, well, half of those interceptions wasn't even on Dak. And
I mean,
then
6 for sure.
Yeah,
6 for sure.
Forget. Like this year, Dak Prescott only has 65 career interceptions in 7 years.
He is not an interception dude, man. Go ahead.
So he only has 65 in 7 years. You know, at that same point in time, like Peyton Manning threw over 100. So what the hell are you trying to tell me about interceptions? That doesn't even make sense. Dak Prescott has one of the best touchdown interception ratios ever. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a season where he broke his thumb and still came back and had one of the best playoff performances in league history. So we don't really want to talk about just one aspect of the game. He threw some picks, led the league in turnovers on non-turnover worthy plays. So you know, what's the excuse, Michael? Do you just not know football? Or you on fentanyl? Or you on crack?
No. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it really is.
I'm asking Michael what he doesn't understand because we're having, you know,
Are we doing starfish saving right this morning? Because there's a story. There's a story about
some people out about Dak, man. We got other players to talk about, man. We know Dak is a good quarterback. Screw them guys, man. Let's do it.
A quick story. My pastor used to tell me. He used to always say this story about a little kid walking down the sea, right? And he sees millions of starfish, and he's walking, and he takes a starfish and he throws it in the ocean, right? And then his dad looks at him and says, "Oh, son, why are you throwing that one starfish in the ocean? Like you're not gonna be able to throw all these million starfish in the ocean." You know what I'm saying? And then the kid says, "Yeah, but I was able to save that one." You know what I'm saying? I was able to save that one. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. To some folks, that's what Dak really is. Like Dak, listen to this real quick.
Dak is not clutch, and he was one of the top leaders in
Dak is clutch. That's not. Hey, listen to me real quick. We're not gonna read comments. Don't read comments out loud that are not factual. You can read the comment to ourselves, and we'll talk about it. But we're not giving non-factual comments anymore, credence or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your baby mama texts you some crazy stuff right now, you be reading it. I'm not even reading that, bro. I'm not gonna read no whole paragraph text. Nope, not doing that. Delete. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all Cowboy fans that just be acting weird. Yeah, y'all about to start
up like somebody pissed in his Cheerios this morning. So let's talk about somebody else. We already know Dak is a good quarterback, and you're gonna be dealing with Dak for a few years now. So
I mean, probably next season, so you might well deal with it.
Go find another team for right now. We won't welcome you back, but go find another team.
Oh, but hey, that's what I was gonna say, and then we move on to the subject. What I was gonna say is, man, I get it. For some of us, you're weak as shit. You have a hard job, you have a hard life, you do all this stuff, you freaking lift trucks for a living and bricks for a living, right? And then you put all your faith into your quarterback to kind of win you a game or win you a week. You know what I'm saying? And you don't win that. So now your week is all poopy because someone threw 2 interceptions. That's not real life, man.
Time out, West. I ain't giving them that because look how many weeks.
That's not real life.
Look how many weeks he won for you.
I know.
He won a lot of weeks for you, though.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what it be with your quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But let's move on to the next player. Who should be the second person?
I mean, after that,
to get enumerated.
After that, it doesn't matter because you know
Some of these guys can be enumerated on the same day. Like CeeDee Lamb should just get paid. Like that should be done. And then
the wide receiver market might be the next to go crazy. So I might agree with CeeDee Lamb. Justin Jefferson ain't got paid yet either.
No.
I mean, if the Cowboys were smart, they would try to play Diggs. If the Cowboys were smart, they would try to pay Diggs and CeeDee Lamb probably on the same day. Because think about this: if you could get them on the same around the same, imagine if you gave CeeDee Lamb a 5-year deal, $100 million. You give Trevon Diggs 5-year deal, $100 million. Both of those guys are going to get the same deal. Now, the good thing about it is one of those guys will be enumerated exactly where they are, and the other dude's going to get screwed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, that's what, like, I'm not saying he would get screwed because a wide receiver should not make more than, a cornerback should not make more than a wide receiver. But I feel like the Cowboys are going to have to use one to get a lower price on the other. I just hope both these guys understand that they are not against each other, but they are against the tiers of guys that are already top paid. Like, I wasn't even, I got on, like I told y'all, I was talking some mess the other night saying that maybe the Cowboys could get CeeDee Lamb for $20 million. And man, my cousin started reading off these names of wide receivers who make, I didn't know the Washington Commanders had a $20 million wide receiver. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Terry McLaurin made $23 million a year.
And can't even hold a picture to Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, bro. Like that mess is crazy to me, bro. Like, and then I'd be like AJ Brown, like AJ. And I'm like, I like AJ, but I think I'd take CeeDee Lamb over AJ. I think a lot of people would take CeeDee Lamb over AJ. AJ's making like 23.
25.
20. Oh my God.
Yeah, look, Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying that Tyreek Hill is not a great wide receiver. He making 30.
That wide receiver market ugly. So yeah, it looks like we need to definitely get Dak signed, then holler at CD. We might need them in the room together. Hey y'all, listen, man. Listen, bro. We need both of y'all. Yeah, we got to work something out now.
I'm also going to say this though. Trayvon Diggs is the only guy that ain't got no time left on his contract.
Yeah, Trevon Diggs is the only one that has to get gangster with this.
I'm sick
theoretically
of this, franchise stuff, though. I don't want to do all that, man.
Hey, if you really think about it, we really got to redo what we said. If you really look at it like that, Trevon Diggs should be the first one to get signed.
Yeah, because he ain't got no time.
Because he doesn't have no time. Because worst case scenario, think about this. Think about this. Worst case scenario with Dak, you just pay more, but at least you have him. Like worst case scenario with Trevon Diggs, think about this. You don't even have Anthony Brown.
You ain't gonna have Anthony Brown or Stephon Gilmore. Look, Stephon Gilmore's contract will expire next year. Trayvon Diggs' contract is gonna expire next year, right? So you're in line to lose both your top cornerbacks right now if you don't go ahead in 1 year.
Right though.
If you don't get it done, but like I said, like you said,
in a passing league, y'all, in a passing league.
Yeah, and listen, he's the one guy you can use that extra money. You can use that Ezekiel Elliott money you cleared to just go ahead and sign Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, because when they come?
On June the 2nd.
So yeah, we ain't thinking about that money. So they got the money. The pies are lies. Not they can manipulate this money however they want to. But that's why when they lose players, they lose them on purpose. So we can sign all these players basically, but it just might be a little tight. So,
I mean, you can think about this, and I'm gonna tell you something like this: the Cowboys are so weird. Why didn't you just give Dak an extension instead of giving him a restructure? Like, think about this: I was making a video, and when they broke the news about Dak getting restructured, right? I made a whole video. I had to make 2 videos because the first video I was so excited because even though it said restructure, my mind was thinking extension, and halfway through the video, I'm like, they didn't extend him. They just restructured what they already had on the same contract.
They just moved some money around.
So it's like, why? Like, honestly, and I know the reason why they did it is because it, like Dak said, they'll probably just do. It was something already built into the contract. But it's like, why even take the time to even send the league the paperwork on a restructured contract that you're gonna have to do an extension on? Like, you should have just extended him.
Well, I'm gonna answer that in just 1 second. But Benny said that CD is not better than AJ. They both made the same All Pro selection team. They both were second team All Pro. And if you actually look at their production the last 2 years, CD Lamb has more yards than that boy, and they're very close in touchdowns.
My question is this: if you don't think he's as good as him. If you don't think he's as good as him, if you don't think he's better than him, do you think CD Lamb is as good as him? I don't even care about the better no more because people get all in their feelings when you say better. Do you think CD Lamb is as good as AJ Brown?
I think he's better. I don't give
okay, but I'm just saying. Do you think do you believe that he's as good as him? Because there might be people that don't believe he's better than him. But if you believe he's as good as him, CD Lamb's a $24 million wide receiver.
Yeah, and also, listen. Like I said, CD Lamb has more career, 1,100 yard seasons than AJ Brown.
Benny just agreed with you.
Yeah. And T Smooth said he better. So they on the same. If you think they on the same tier, then
then they got to make the same money.
Yeah, or close to it, and really
because
goes up, and it honestly don't matter at that point to me.
Yeah,
because one is on your team and one ain't on your team.
Yeah. What the hell is this?
Cash App scam. Don't touch it.
Man,
hey, delete. Hey, let me see.
Get their ass out of here.
Let me see if I can get that out.
Yeah, it's on somebody's. It's on somebody's Facebook.
Let me help you see.
Make sure it ain't no mine.
Hell no, y'all don't even be live on Facebook. It's on mine. Hold up.
I do be live on Facebook. Don't do my page like that.
Yeah, we be live on Facebook.
I took a shot at you. I had to. All right,
don't be putting my Facebook people like that.
Your success took a shot at you. That's all it is.
Look. Don't the views of West Coast Cowboy do not represent the views of Landlord Sports. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate my Facebook people. Don't pay them no mind.
He said,
I don't know if it's gonna let me do it.
There are already folks running around pretending to be West Coast, and I heard somebody ask me that I sent them a friend request from my HTM Sports page. People scam all the time now, so I can't have people come losing their identities and stuff. Some shit on
mine. Yeah, and they blaming me.
Like, you set me up. Like, I don't even know you.
I ain't even see the link myself.
What'd you say, Your Honor? I'm blind.
Legally blind.
Legally blind. I'm legally blind. I can't see out of this eye. Well, what about the other one? This one, I just got something in my eye.
Y'all ain't gotta be mean to me. Joe said it gets lonely on Landlord's Facebook page.
Wow. Why you like this, Joe? It get lonely on mine.
Why you like this, Joe?
It be lonely on them. See, y'all, hey, Joe, you doing your job though. I was just about to say, see, y'all gotta like a show, but Joe share every time, so I can't even come at you like that, Joe. So
Joe be liking and sharing his ass also. So
Joe doing his job. But I'm growing over there though. I'm growing. It's just gonna
take shout out to the Silver Slayer, man, aka the Undertaker, man. Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Some of you Eagles fans gonna start disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the Silver Slayer. Hey, listen to me. If the mob got a hit man, if the mob got a hit man, we got one too, man. Hey, shout out to the Silver Slayer. You feel me? All I know is if you get a video to your inbox, it's like NBA white boy. You feel me? The weird stuff just starts happening to you. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to the Silver Slayer though.
So when we talking about these contracts, we had to reboot and say Trayvon Diggs, didn't we?
Yeah.
We have to, bro, because you don't have him next year.
Yeah, you don't have him next year, so you need to go ahead, and get.
Real talk, bro. Tony, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Trayvon Diggs should have been the first person you signed when training camp, when offseason, when it opened up, bro. Because you got to think like this: you put Trayvon Diggs in space, and you put him in phase, right? Yeah. And he got you 11 interceptions. 2021. He did it exactly the way you wanted him to do. The very next year, you took him out of phase, meaning he was playing more press. He was actually playing more corner. He wasn't playing like a wide receiver. Because when you play in phase, you're basically pretending like you're getting beat. You know what I'm saying? You're asking the quarterback to throw the ball. It's like a boxer, coming up and like show. It's like what Floyd does with boxers. Floyd will literally make you feel like he's not throwing punches while you just throwing punches and exhausting your energy. You know what I'm saying? Then he start dinging on your ass when you get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Common Sense Lab, man. He said he hit like on all 3 channels, man. Y'all be goats doing that, man. So we appreciate that.
And that's people. That's the part. That's the folks. That's the folks. That's a part of that. That's a part. That part of that 3%, man. When you do all 3, you're part of that 3%.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying? 97% of the people just only do 1. But like I was saying, man, Trevon Diggs should have gotten a contract before Tony Pollard. He should have got there's nobody else, because you got to think like this. You can't franchise tag him until next year. And then you're also listen, the Cowboys are actually playing Russian roulette right now, because you don't even know if he's going to hold out. Like, you don't know if realistically they're putting out all these memes about Stephon Diggs and Trevon Diggs and Trevon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore and what they're going to be doing on the left and the right. And I'm thinking, like, bro, one of those dudes don't even have a contract. Like, but there's this huge assumption. There is this huge assumption that Diggs is just about to play for $4.7 million. I don't see how that happens. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like Stephon Gilmore makes more than that.
I think Stephon Gilmore might make a little bit more. Let me see, because he is on a.
But think about that. Stephon Gilmore is a dude, older corner, that's going to come in and be your number 2, and he's making less or as much as your number 1. That does not make sense.
His cap hit's going to be $10 million this year. So,
oh my God, bro, there's no way Diggs plays, bro.
10.9 million. So they're near 11.
There's no way, bro.
Yeah, he got to.
They gotta pay that, man.
We got championships to win, man.
Hey, remember?
Like, think about this. The Cowboys basically said, if you're Trevon Diggs, all you do is walk into the offense and say, "Hey, do you think I like Gilmore? I like him. He's a good dude. But do you think he's better than me right now?" What are they gonna say?
Jerry Jones looking the man in the face. Well, they gonna make an excuse like, he did great out.
Now listen to me.
I have pie.
Oh my God, there you go.
The pie. I ain't got time for you, Jerry.
It's not necessarily about who's better. It's about there's a pie.
Y'all know Jerry's slicker than a can of oil, man. He can get out anything. Y'all better quit playing with Jerry. He'll talk him out of it. We'll be all right.
But I mean, realistically, do the Cowboys think Trevon Diggs is better than? Stephon Gilmore is better than Trevon Diggs? No, they don't.
No, and he's not a long-term investment either.
He a year rental, maybe 2 if he play good. He'll be 34.
Somebody Choctaw, you tripping right now? I'm gonna tell you, Stephon Gilmore has a bigger name than him, but there's a reason why Stephon Gilmore is on our team right now.
Choctaw, is that Bama hate spilling out of you, man? Because I know you're an Ohio State guy. Is that the Bama hate? I mean, I can respect it if it is. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it.
And listen, like, they both got great things that they do. Stephon Gilmore was the number 1 man coverage corner last year, and this Trevon Diggs was the number 2 zone coverage corner. So guess what? They both are great. You don't even have to have this conversation. They both gonna be on your team. You know what I'm saying?
You can't use the franchise tag on Diggs until next year.
Do you think who gonna get the franchise tag then?
Nobody should get the franchise.
Nobody should get it.
I don't want
Nobody
it.
should get it.
No, we're not talking about who should. We're talking about who is more likely.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right here. If Diggs gets a franchise tag, I'm going to be very disappointed in Diggs. And the reason why I'm going to be disappointed, and I'm going to be disappointed in his older brother, because I'm going to tell you this right now. There is no way in hell that Stephon Diggs is going to give his little brother advice on playing for an organization this year. And you got to remember, Stephon Diggs, his older brother, is a guy who was traded on a max contract.
Yeah. Yeah,
Stephon Diggs was one of the top 3 highest paid wide receivers when Minnesota traded him. Mm-hmm. So he's a guy that is not going to lean toward, oh, you should just be loyal to the organization. No, he's a guy that's probably thinking, I thought I was going to retire a Minnesota Viking. You feel me? Like, bro, when he got traded, people was like, what? They picked Adam Thielen over Diggs?
And then it's 3. Then they saying he top 5 receiver. So they didn't care about none of that.
Think about this. Minnesota could have had. Well, they had to use the draft pick. So no, they wouldn't have got Jefferson. They wouldn't have been able to get him because they needed those picks to get him. I mean, Minnesota traded. They basically traded in picks. They basically traded Diggs for Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? And the only advantage was Jefferson doesn't have to get paid till next year.
That was a bet. Let's go back to the bets. They won that one though, not by much.
They
though.
did.
That was very risky though. That was very risky. Cause like you trade the top 5 receiver, and then you end up getting allegedly the best receiver in football right now. So
and you had to draft him too, and the kid had to be good.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy luck right now.
That's crazy luck. But I'm gonna also tell you this: I think Minnesota and wide receiver. When I say this, everybody's gonna be like, "I get it." Minnesota and wide receiver is like the Dallas Cowboys and O-line.
They know how to scout that.
Just gonna hit them every time.
Yes, like think about this, bro. We hated Connor McGovern, bro. Connor McGovern is a starter for some guy, right? For some team in the NFL right now. We hated Connor Williams, bro. Connor Williams is a starter for some team. We're gonna play Connor Williams this year, actually.
Yeah. When we go to Miami,
and I hope Mizey cook them.
Oh my God, we got to look at that. Hey, that's some. Hey, we need to do some key matchup shows.
Yeah,
our rookie versus
overthrow that dude.
Mozzie versus Connor Williams. Oh my God.
Yeah, and Osa. They gonna both get some turns against him.
Connor Williams is gonna. I'm sorry. I just, you know how you be all big and tough at your new school, and then you be walking around talking like because you know you big and tough, and then someone from your old high school show up and they know that you really a BA. You know what I'm saying? So you be like, oh damn, yeah, man. I really know who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we really know who you are, Connor Williams.
Drop the act, my boy.
Yeah, hey, listen, a great show idea. I think we need to do key matchups this year. Because Connor Williams versus Mozzie, that's going to be a key matchup. Stephon Diggs versus Stephon, the Diggs versus Diggs, that's going to be a key matchup.
Is that on that got to be Sunday night, right?
And I'm going to tell you a matchup too that they don't technically play against each other, but it's going to be a very important game. Finally, Dak versus Jalen Hurts, bro.
What you mean finally? I watched that man get his ass blown
I know. But you know they don't count it because it was rookie year. No, I know, but I'm just telling you.
That was his
bro,
second year.
I know.
Listen,
but you know fans don't count it though. Fans, because I be on Twitter all the time saying that Jalen Hurts has never beat Dak. All the time. Oh man, it doesn't matter. It was his rookie year, man. Yeah, but the Philadelphia Eagles have a hard time beating him too, though.
Hey, I need him to stop saying that boy rookie year. He took over the starting job at the end of 2020 and got his ass whooped by Andy Dalton, right? Mm-hmm. And then he came in, was the starter to start 2021, came to Dallas. I watched that shit live in person, got his ass towed out the frame. He out there throwing pick sixes. You know what I'm saying? So
time out. The Quincy Coleman want to be logical now. Dak is not playing Jalen. He's playing defense. Like, I ain't never heard you speak that logical ever before. but when it comes to giving Dak a couple,
hey, whatever you smoking this morning, DeQuincy, send me about 2 ounces of it.
DeQuincy's so wild though. You know, I told you he wake up in the morning, stretch, brush his teeth, and then go straight to hating on Dak. That's what he do every day.
Hey, that is what we said though. He said, he used our words against us. He said, "That's what y'all said." You're right. You slick them up.
No, look, I'm not denying that's the truth, but I just don't hear the truth coming from you. You know,
it's like you know, my daughter.
Not about that.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? It's the craziest thing you could do is when a crazy man say something smart. You be like, wait. When you say it just don't feel right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You saying it with an agenda. See, look, Hen just said it. You got to say the truth with an agenda. See, I can't even trust you, DeQuincy. That's crazy.
Hey, think about this. I premised the whole thing correctly. I said, listen, they don't actually play against each other, but this is a very important matchup because, you know, the NFL and I'm going to tell you, I got to go racial for a minute. But the NFL, want to know why? Because the NFL makes money off the fact that 2 black quarterbacks are playing against each other. They marketed the entire Super Bowl around listen to me. The marketing program, the marketing strategy around the Super Bowl was not Eagles versus Chiefs. It was around the 2 matchups of 2 black quarterbacks. That's what it was. That's all that Super Bowl was about. And it was in February. Praise the Lord. I know they was jumping up and down. Like we could not be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this.
It was well, never mind.
Don't. That's what I said. That's when Michael Martin says stuff like Mayfield is better than Dak. He lets you know his agenda. So that's why I say
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's really hilarious. But I'm gonna tell you what it really is. It's really, really sad, man, because he's the type of dude that'll walk into a restaurant, see somebody over here giving excellent customer service, smiling and grinning, and he'll see somebody over here just looking thrown off and crazy. And you'll go to them that go thrown off and crazy because they're more familiar to you.
I can't deal with y'all today, man. I can't do it.
Listen, Martin, you still my guy. I know you're here trolling. It's all good.
Hey, trolls made for good TV sometimes, though. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. Mayfield, bro, get out of here. You don't need to believe that.
Regina Green. So what did you want me to replay? You talking about that on the Eagles
video?
We still Martin, we know. We know. It's all good.
Most of your comments been funny, so you know you ain't gotta point out that being a joke.
Yeah, but think about and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like I know I'm probably the only blogger on kind of with my guys. They'll say it if they on it. They don't jump off the live when I say it. But let's just be real. Black quarterbacks do get a different view than other quarterbacks, and that's factual. And the NFL showed you that when they marketed the entire Super Bowl around the fact that this was two black. Like they ain't never said nothing about two white quarterbacks playing against each other because that nobody really cares. You know what I'm saying? They never marketed when you have a black quarterback versus a white quarterback. Why? Because nobody cares. But when you had two black quarterbacks playing against each other, that was the whole marketing, and it was in the month of February.
Yeah, I know that was crazy because even the Quincy said Mayfield will make a good backup for Dak. And we know the Quincy Dak hater.
Did Quincy just say two things smart? Did he just say two things smart?
Hey, he having a good day today. I ain't gonna lie. I need to write this day down.
Somebody said where are the Asian quarterbacks? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think every race and everybody has their own thing and the thing. And I'll tell you this right here. I think there's a ton of Asian American quarterbacks out there that's probably balling. But guess what? In 50 years, they'll get the opportunities that black quarterbacks got. That's all it is. And unfortunately, they gotta wait their turn.
That's a good question, though.
You know what I'm saying? And listen to me, it's a sad thing, but guess what? Black quarterbacks are just now getting their respect. Warren Moon was a quarterback 30 years ago. Dante Culpepper was a quarterback 20 years ago.
I can't really think it's racial or nothing, but what's the average height to the Asians? Because I think they kind of short.
Bruh, Kyler Murray, stop it.
Well, yeah, you got Drew one. He anomaly though. It's not many short quarterbacks in the league.
Doug Flutie.
Yeah, but listen to me. What I'm saying is, I think there are some Asian American quarterbacks out there who probably got the size, who probably got the talent, but bro, they're just not getting looked at because that's not how it's not. Like, listen, we got to stop pretending like there's not a racial portion to this. Like, come on, man. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay, guys. They're not even
that many Hispanic quarterbacks playing. Think about
that.
Yeah. And like they're the
think about this. How many white cornerbacks do you have in the league? How many white cornerbacks do you have?
Look,
so guess what? If you're a white
one at the combine, and I was amazed. It was one.
Bro, if you're a white cornerback in the NFL, I'm like, bro, I don't know if he gonna make it, bro.
he gonna be a safety by the end.
He gonna be a legend. He gonna be a legend. What's his name? The one that played with the Giants. He was the last one.
Is that Seahorn?
Yeah, Seahorn. I just looked this up. Because I was amazed. I seen a white cornerback. I'm like, wow. I'm like, man, where they been at? Because, like, this ain't no racist stuff. This is just reality. Like, I ain't seen no white cornerbacks. So
like you guys pointed out.
Look this up. Yeah, it made me look it up. And Jason Seahorn was a legend for the Giants, though. So it's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, like,
listen to me. I don't think there's a starting white corner in the NFL right now.
No, there's not.
Not right now. Not currently. He the last one that played. Like, I think he the last one that actually played. So it's been a long time.
I think Tony Romo was the last Hispanic quarterback to start in the NFL.
And I think some people just found out that Tony Romo was Hispanic and not white. You just messed somebody's whole day. I think somebody's whole day just got messed up right now.
I thought he was mixed.
Mixed with what?
He fully Hispanic?
Bro, his daddy, Romo, You got to come to California,
I
Mama.
knew
If
Romo.
you think Romo is a white name,
That man name
listen to me.
is
If you think
Antonio, dog.
if you think
No.
Romo is a white name, I'm gonna tell you why Romo. The only
I
reason why
knew he
Romo
was.
is a white
I
name
knew he
is
was
because it
Hispanic.
was on the back of a Dallas Cowboy jersey. That's the only reason why Romo is considered a white last name, because it was on a Cowboy jersey. Man, that's Mexican American. If I ain't never seen Mexican American, man, it's a Romo tire right down the street from me. All Mexicans.
See that what it
All
is?
Mexicans.
Yeah. You gotta say his dad is Mexican, his mommy is white. I thought so. He ain't fully Hispanic. No, he's not.
Excuse me, if
Whatever
you
your
are what your
daddy
daddy
is.
is. You are what your daddy is. And Romo, I didn't listen. All the stuff that
He
Romo did
got
for
the last
Mexican
name
America.
though. Yeah.
I
Nah,
mean,
you go look at.
that man is a Mexican from California. I don't want
Thank
to
you.
hear nothing.
Go look at. Listen to me. Tony Romo's Go look at Tony Romo's grandpa. Go look at his parents, bruh. Go look. The only thing white about him is his mama. But no, Tony Romo is a Mexican American, and he's a proud Mexican American too.
And that boy was dope too. Tony was
Yeah,
fire.
don't rile my Mexican.
Hold on.
I don't know why
He
people
said
hating on Tony.
he said Romo identifies as white. Tony identified as a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Talking about identifies as white. Thank you.
That man identified as I'm getting some money.
I ain't never heard Tony say nothing like that either. So where you get that from?
Yeah,
that's craziness. Go look at all the stuff that Tony Romo does for the Mexican American. Like, go look at all the stuff he does. Yeah. Like, just because it's not like put on the air and like done, like it doesn't mean it's not getting done. But go look at the stuff that he does doing. Like Tony Romo is like the main guy they use for Mexican American Heritage Month, for the NFL. Like, there's a reason why they use him.
Yeah, his granddaddy came right over from Musquecula, Mexico to San Antonio, Texas.
Wait a minute now. San Antonio, though,
Bruh, San Antonio has the most. I ain't gonna say it. They got some of the most beautiful Latino women in the world, though. I ain't gonna lie.
They got a heavy Hispanic community. I think it's mostly over there in San Antonio.
Bruh, listen to me. The Spurs wear jerseys that are the Spurs is written in Spanish. So yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very. I was in the military in San Antonio. So I was at Lackland Air Force Base. All it is. San Antonio is probably one of the most beautiful cities in the United States too, keep it real.
Yeah.
Like, as far as just looking, it is one of the most beautiful cities in the United States. Very clean, always has a river walk and everything. But yeah, like, and we not getting racial, but what we're really doing is just we're just pointing out what's already there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even that we're picking sides or we're saying stuff like when we say there are no starting white cornerbacks in the NFL, that sounds racial, but it also sounds very factual.
Yeah.
Because it is factual.
I mean, you can't deny the stigma that they had.
There's not a lot of white running backs in the NFL.
In the beginning. Christian McCaffrey representing, ain't it?
Yeah, representing.
That boy Christian McCaffrey representing. I ain't gonna lie.
We didn't mail you, man.
That boy, that ain't no joke. Yeah.
But I mean, that's just to kind of end. Hey, this was a good ass. This is why I love off-season conversations, because they can just go anywhere. Like, you don't have to necessarily talk about one subject. I like this, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna double down on my statement, and I'm gonna find me a goddamn Asian American quarterback, because I'm not. I just feel like there are Asian American quarterbacks out there, but I also feel that think about this, bro. How long have black quarterbacks been balling? Like, think about this. Forever. But think about this. Black quarterbacks who ran, you know what they said? They can't throw. So it's like, unfortunately, in society, and we need an Asian American quarterback to just be the Jackie Robinson. Yeah, so that's just what it is. We need somebody to be there. Who's going to be their Jackie Robinson?
I think it's mostly the height barrier that they got to make out.
Like Dat Nugent. Dat Nugent was a cold ass Asian. And listen, nobody really gives Dat his respect, but that was a nasty ass middle linebacker, my boy.
Yeah,
I had his jersey.
He was. Yeah,
so
Kyler Murray, matter of fact, I'm getting that jersey this year. I'm getting me a Dat.
Kyler Murray is considered the only starting Asian quarterback.
Huh?
That boy said, huh?
Kyler Murray mama is half Korean. So they got him listed as the only Asian American starting quarterback since Filipino American Roman Gabriel in 1972.
Well, they represented then. That's what's up.
Man, that's the NFL. That's the NFL trying to click a box. That boy get pulled over by the police right now. I wish he would say man. My mama told me, you are the race you get pulled over, man. When you get pulled over, he is
I said
there,
the
not
same
asking.
shit. Like I ain't never like what you mean he aged American?
I ain't never. That's what I said, huh? I ain't heard that.
Like he's a fourth Korean. They don't even count when you get down to a fourth, but they got him listed on it.
Hey, a fourth only matters when you drinking. How much percentage of alcohol? A fourth? Oh yeah, you drunk as hell, motherfucker. In every other aspect of life, that ain't enough, bruh. Think about this: a fourth Indian. Think about this: a fourth Indian.
Now that y'all say that, he do look a little Asian because his
Oh my
eyes.
God!
Because he's short. Then we gonna say
no, because of his eyes.
Hey, listen to me. The views of Landlord do not.
Nah,
go ahead and
man,
say it. Go ahead and say it, Henny.
He got some low eyes, man. Don't do that.
That's because he be high, because he be playing he be smoking, playing Call of Duty instead of being in his playbook.
That might be factual though. Hey, he did have to have. Hey, listen to me. They did put it in his contract that he was gonna study film, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. He did actually sign that contract. So what that tells me is, Kyler Murray, you did have a problem there, or maybe not a problem, but there was a issue. They did not trust you to watch film. That's why you signed it. And guess what? You agreed with it because your ass signed it. If you didn't agree with it, you wouldn't have signed it. The only reason why they took that out your contract is because somebody leaked it.
They said marijuana legal in Arizona, so that probably.
But it ain't good weed though. It ain't really good weed though. It ain't Kyler. Hit your boy West Coast. It ain't good weed, Kyler.
Cuz ain't going. He said ain't
it's not good weed. It's better than that Texas stuff. That Texas stuff have you going crazy, man. Running down the freeway. Hey, it's better than that Texas stuff. But Kyler, if that's what it is, man, that's what's preventing you from getting that extra 3 inches you need going vertical. Hit me, boy. I got you, my guy. He said weed is legal in Arizona, exactly, and everybody grows, and that's why it's not really good. Weed is legal in California too, but we'll raid your house. We find out you growing some bad tree.
Well, once again, the views of West Coast Cowboys.
Bro, you just said Kyler Murray look Asian because he's short. If you don't knock it off,
I did not say that. No, I did not. I did not say that.
I'm not snitching. I'm not snitching, but let's all point.
I
said his eyes was low. That's what I said. Don't put that evil on me. Don't put that evil on me.
Hey, Henny, we ain't gonna point. Hey, Henny, we ain't gonna snitch, but because they say if you point, it ain't snitching. Point at the person who.
Y'all. So see, these supposed to be your partners. These supposed to be your partners, though. You see, they up here saying yes, ma'am. They just hit the gunner. see, look, y'all gonna have to be patted down for y'all come back into the trap. But it's cool though. It's cool though. We gotta check out for a while next time. You know what I'm saying?
We know. Listen, Michael. We know his mama is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I gotta get up out of here anyway, man. Y'all so crazy.
Man, I gotta leave too.
Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it. Salute.
Indeed. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get at you. The West Coast look like he done disappeared. It looked like
Weston glitched out. So
hey man,
like
my boy
turned to disappeared.
Can you hear me?
I can. Hey, shout out Mickey. I see you with the donation.
Hey, shout out Mickey. I see you with the donation.
Hey, my phone is literally about to it's overheating. That's why it's tripping. I'm out of here, man. Love y'all, man.
Love you too, cuz.
All right. Peace. All right.
All right, West is gone. Landlord is